Hi, welcome to my channel and this week's yoga class. Today we're going to do a short Hatha flow to help you end the day in a calm and relaxing way. So we're going to come to the head of the mat, feet hip width apart, standing tall in our Tadasana, pulling up the kneecaps, squeezing the glutes, pulling in the belly button, palms facing forwards, 2 deep breaths. Start thinking about clearing the mind, focusing on the breathing. We're going to do a slow sun salutation to come to the floor. So as you breathe in, we're going to stretch tall. As you breathe out, we're going to go down to the toes. As you breathe in, come to a half lift. Breathe out, bring the hands to the mat and just gently step it back for plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, we'll bring knees down, chin, chest, up for whatever cobra feels good for you as you breathe in. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. We'll take 2 deep breaths in our down dog. You can pedal the feet slowly if that feels good to you. On your next out breath, you're going to bring your knees down onto the mat. So we're going to go into a child's pose. So you can either have feet together, knees together and come down, or you can take the knees as wide as the mat. Stretching out the arms, bring the head to the floor. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Just allowing the body to relax. Bring the elbows down. We're going to take it into a bit of a stretch. So on your next in-breath, we're going to walk the hands over to the right. And as you breathe out, sink back in to a child's pose, stretching that left hand side. 2 deep breaths here. As you breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in, we're going to walk it over to the left this time. And as you breathe out, relax down again. This time stretching the right side body. 2 deep breaths. Breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, sink down. Breathe in, walk yourself back up. Bring the knees together and come to a seated position on the feet. We're going to take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, and we're just going to push the arms away, opening up the chest. Take 3 deep breaths here, really trying to push the arms and fists away, stretching the chest, pulling the shoulder blades together. Release it down, release the fingers, just move about a little bit. We're then going to come back into that position, so interlacing the fingers. This time, as we begin to pull away, we're then going to bring it round to the right and put that whole fist into the right side body. Recompose yourself, pull in the belly button, tuck the tail under so you're not overarching the lower back. And when you're ready, you can drop the right ear to the right shoulder and tuck the right elbow backwards. You should feel quite an intense stretch through the chest, shoulders, and maybe even in the neck. I'm going to take 2 more deep breaths here. Release, give it a shake out, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So interlacing the fingers, begin to push away, but this time bring that whole fist into the left hand side body. Recompose the body, so tuck the tail under, pull the belly button in, straighten that back. When you feel ready, drop the left ear to the left shoulder, and then tuck that left elbow backwards. So you're feeling that intense stretch again through the chest, shoulders, neck. 2 deep breaths. Good. Release and shake it out. We're going to come to a seated position now. We're going to have the feet down, knees up. We're going to do a little bit of core activation. So we're just going to take a simple boat pose, and that can depend on what is good for you. So start by bringing the hands and arms by the side of the legs, palms facing each other, and just start leaning back until you feel your balance point. Once you've got that balance point, begin to lift the feet. Now, if all you can do is lift the toes up but keep the heels down to keep the balance, stay there. If that's okay, bring the feet up to a half boat. And if you're still feeling good and balanced, you can bring it all the way up to a full boat. And we're going to hold for 3, 2, 1. Begin to release gently towards the floor. Keep it controlled all the way down. Good. For this next bit, make sure you have a belt, a towel, or something to help with your stretches. So you're going to lay comfortably. You're going to bring the right foot up, wrap whatever you have around the bottom of the foot, and just gently pull that foot towards you. Breathing nice and deeply and slowly as you do. If this feels comfortable, you're going to stretch that left leg long along the mat. Keep pulling that right leg towards you. Keep breathing deeply. Good. On your next out breath, you're going to pull the foot towards you. Really, really pull it hard. And as you breathe in, release. Breathe out, pull it towards you. Breathe in, release. One more time. Breathe out, pull it towards you. Breathe in, release. And then just see if it comes a little bit closer towards you. We're then going to take hold of both sides of the strap or towel or whatever you have, and just allow the foot to come out towards the right, keeping the pressure on so you keep it at the same position. Left hand and arm can go out towards the side for a bit of a counterbalance. Going to keep that left leg long. We'll hold this for 2 more breaths. And then bring it back to center. We're then going to take it over to the other side, so taking both bits in the left hand this time, just letting the leg come over towards the left. Again, keeping that pressure on, just going as far as you can manage. Use your right arm this time as your counterbalance. Again, we'll take 2 deep breaths here. and then coming back to center. We'll do one final pull of that leg towards you. We're really going to point the left toes this time, really trying to stretch apart. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and release. We're going to do the same on the left leg. So we're now going to bring the left leg and foot into position, wrap the strap or towel or whatever you have around the base of the foot, and just come into your position, pulling that leg towards you, trying to keep it as straight as possible. If that feels comfortable and you're breathing nice and deeply, we're going to take the right leg long along the mat and just keep pulling that left leg towards you. Now you could be at any point here. You could find that this is a lot closer to you, or it's even further away. Wherever you are, keep breathing deeply. And keep putting a bit of pressure on that stretch. On your next out breath, you're going to really pull that foot towards you. And as you breathe in, release off. Good. And again, breathe out, pull it towards you. Breathe out and release. Last time, breathe out, pull it towards you. Breathe in and release. We're just going to hold that in position for one more deep breath. And then we're going to take it out to the side. So this time we're going to take both bits in the left hand and let that leg fall out towards the left, keeping that pressure on, using the right arm for a counterbalance. Once you're as far as you can manage, take 2 deep breaths. Good, bring it back to center. We're going to swap hands, so you've got both bits in your right hand now. And just let it fall towards the right, keeping a bit of pressure on. This time use the left arm as your counterbalance. Try not to let the foot take you too far. Try to keep it as a stretch in the legs rather than the lower back or hips. You will feel it in the outside of the hip a bit, but we want to keep it in the leg as much as possible. 2 deep breaths. Coming back to center. We'll do one final pull on that foot. Again, really stretching that right leg, pointing the toes. And release. Good. Pop that to one side. We're going to bring both knees in for a squeeze. You can interlace the fingers, really pull them tight. Rock it side to side. You're going to bring the hands by the sides, palms facing down. Bring the hips and knees at a 90-degree angle, and we're just going to drop knees to the right. Breathe in, back to center. Breathe out, knees to the left. Breathe in, back to center. Breathe out, knees to the right. Breathe in, back to center. Breathe out, knees to the right. To the left. Breathe in, back to center. We'll do it one more each side. Breathe out, knees to the right. Breathe in, back to center. Breathe out, knees to the left. Breathe in, knees to center. Give your knees one final big squeeze. And then we're going to bring the feet to the mat, keeping the knees bent. But we're going to take the feet as wide as the mat. And then just let the knees cave in. Bring the arms by the sides, palms facing up. Close the eyes and just do a bit of a body scan. Just try and relax the whole body. Slow down the breathing even more. You can rock the knees still a little bit side to side just to make sure you release all the tension in your lower back. And from here, feel free to take yourself into a full Savasana if you choose. Grab yourself a pillow, blanket, whatever you might need. Continuously scanning the body, releasing any tension and keeping the breathing slow. As I said, feel free to stay there and continue in a Savasana, or you can come up to a seated position and take 3 final grounding deep breaths. Hands at prayer at heart center, eyes closed. We're just locking in our practice wherever you are. Being grateful for the day. Drop the hands in the lap, the chin to the chest, open the eyes, and we're all done. If you've chosen to stay in a Savasana, then you can continue, and I hope that you still lock in your practice and are grateful for your day. If you've finished up with me, I hope you enjoyed this class and that you found it beneficial. Please like, comment and subscribe for more, and I'll see you next week. Namaste.